This is Woodman here. I wish you the peace and blessings of the Most High God. I wanted to talk to you about the Gospel of the Holy 12. This is an apocryphal text which was said to have been authorized by apostles who were contemporaries of Jesus Christ. However, the time period in which it is said to have emerged from, or believed to have emerged from, diverges from those of the canonical Gospels. This Gospel claims to offer a more comprehensive and spiritually nuanced perspective on Jesus' mission, incorporating elements that are not found in many of the traditional biblical texts. But despite its later emergence, the Gospel of the Holy 12 draws inspiration from Christian traditions, as well as many apocryphal writings that have circulated in the early times of Christianity. It aims to present a holistic portrayal of Jesus' teachings, including aspects such as his time in Egypt and a unique rendition of the Lord's Prayer that addresses not only a Father God, but also a Mother God, reflecting a balanced view of the attributes of the divine. Nonetheless, the Gospel of the Holy 12, as of this point in time, has not been included in the traditional Bible for many reasons. Firstly, its later appearance places it outside of the properly considered timeline of ancient Christian texts that were considered for inclusion in the New Testament canon. Secondly, its theological interpretations and additional narratives kind of deviate from orthodoxy and establish teachings which the leaders recognized in the early Gospels, and thus I guess they probably don't want to send confusing messages, but I think it's actually a very good work. Um, Keeping in mind that, there were different criteria that were used, such as apostolic authorship, consistency with orthodox theology, whether or not things were widely used in early Christian communities. And so the powers that be did not feel that the Gospel of the Holy 12 would meet this criteria to become canon. But this gospel is actually very interesting, and it continues to be studied and revered by some individuals and communities who find some kind of spiritual value in its alternative perspectives and teachings, which give us a different sense or light about Jesus. It talks a lot about universal love, compassion, the sacred balance of divine attributes of male and female, contributing to ongoing discussions about the diversity of early Christian beliefs and interpretation of Jesus' life and teachings. Um, According to the Gospel of the Holy 12, Jesus' family fled to Egypt after his birth in Bethlehem to escape King Herod's massacre of infants. This journey fulfilled the prophecy, "Out of Egypt I called my son," which was guided by divine providence. Egypt, renowned for its ancient wisdom and spiritual traditions, became a sanctuary for Jesus and his family. During their stay, Jesus immersed himself in Egyptian spiritual teachings and mystical practices, demonstrating innate wisdom and grace that drew attention from many. He engaged with Egyptian priests and scholars, exchanging information and discussing profound truths, visiting ancient temples and sacred sites where his spiritual authority was recognized by those who encountered him. In Egypt, Jesus' teachings emphasized love, compassion, and inner spiritual transformation. And this was often accompanied by the miracles he performed, which just continued to affirm his divine mission. He healed the sick, he comforted the distressed, and he brought renewal to spiritual life, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. While honoring Egyptian beliefs, Jesus imparted teachings of the nature of God with universal resonance, preparing himself for the ministry that he would lead in Palestine and solidifying his commitment to humanity's ultimate redemption and salvation. His teachings challenged social injustices, promoted compassion and mercy in all human affairs. There were times in Egypt when Jesus sought moments of solitude in the deserts, deepening his spiritual clarity and his connection with God through prayer. These experiences inspired in him renewed devotion, and also he brought that devotion to the people and underscored the sacredness of life and creation. He emphasized harmony with the natural world, teaching the interconnectedness of all beings and life and the importance of compassion. Jesus' interactions with children as well reflected his tenderness, imparting teachings of simplicity, purity, and innocence. Throughout his time in Egypt, Jesus performed those miracles which illustrated God's power and also illustrated God's mercy and compassion for humanity. This demonstrated that the kingdom of heaven was ever present even here on earth. His teachings transcended cultural barriers, offering this path to spiritual liberation and enlightenment, which was rooted in ancient wisdom as well as prophetic traditions. Guided by divine purpose, Jesus' journey enriched his understanding of universal love, preparing him profoundly for the ministry that would come thereafter. In the Gospel of the Holy 12, the Lord's Prayer is also uniquely presented, addressing a Father God as well as a Mother God, acknowledging the divine presence in both masculine and feminine aspects, which is a bit of a deviation. This prayer reflects a balanced and inclusive understanding of divine nature, emphasizing nurturing and compassionate attributes traditionally associated with motherhood, alongside paternal guidance and strength, which usually is associated with fatherhood. It encapsulates Jesus' teachings of love, forgiveness, and spiritual connection, inviting believers to approach God with reverence and intimacy, recognizing the dual aspects of divine care and guidance in the lives of many. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you're new here, this is a safe space. You're welcome to the family. If you are returning, thank you, family. I appreciate you. Your support keeps this channel going. Please like, share, and subscribe. I am going to wish you the blessings of the Most High God. And I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care and have a great day. Bye.